This shall be the fourth and most likely final video in the build series for the Queadluun Rau. Now this is the old Imai kit that was repopped by Bandai. So unless something really screws up, I think I should probably be finished with this in this video. So let's get started. Get back to this. I went ahead and popped off the engines, and I'm gonna do this with Starbright iron. This is guy in S125. It's a nice metallic color. It's really really pretty. Nice. That's great. I went ahead and masked the crap out of this here. Now, it's not good to paint when the liquid masking is not yet dry, but I did that, and I'm just gonna use the tape here to pull the crap off there. Hopefully, yeah, see, it's coming off now. It's coming off. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, it's coming off. Okay, it's coming off just fine. Yeah, here's the other one. Now this is, again, this is that Starbright iron. The guy I know it's color. Yeah. I'll put down these decals here. Ah! Crap-tastic. Monkey crap. It's interesting, the colors of the decals in the picture of the example, they're like different colors. It's weird, but anyhow, there we go. Ah, cool. That's nice. Nice. Oh yeah, sorry, I already put this one down here. Yeah, these decals are pretty easy, I think, going down. This might be kind of this one might be a little bit difficult, but we shall see. We shall see. All right. These are going to get soaked. These might be a little bit difficult because they go around the contours of these bulges here. So yeah, I'm going to have to soak these. I've noticed that these have to be soaked a little bit longer than like the super fresh Hasegawa decals I've been working with. Yeah. Okay. Again, this one's a little bit wrinkly. Not so happy about that. But we shall see. It's actually not really probably lined up, perhaps. All right. Okay. Come on. There we go. Okay, so once this sits down and I'm more or less happy with the position, which is, I'm not happy with this one here. It's kind of weird. There we go. There. Gosh. There. Don't like how it's going down, but I mean, I couldn't complain because it's actually, and at least it hasn't ripped. I was afraid that this looked like it was going to rip at first, but it's okay. It's okay. All right, and then once it kind of dries, then I'll put the stuff on there, right? The softener. Okay. Right, just make sure this is going the right way. I got it. Okay, cool. All right, UV resin. Okay. All right, UV flashlight. Oh. Just see a little bit of an air bubble. Looks like I fixed it. Okay. All right, UV flashlight. Okay, I'm kind of nervous how this has turned out. Hey, that looks pretty nice. That actually looks pretty cool. Look at that. So before, it was just nothing, right? It was just solid plastic, but now it's I got clear UV resin in there now. That is so cool. That is nice. Let me get close on here. That's how it looks. Now let's see what it looks like. Alright, because it's going to go here. Nice. Very nice. Cool. Alright, this is Mr. Color 47 Clear Red. Nice. That looks cool. I'm definitely going to do this in future builds. I wasn't so sure how it might work out. So I did something similar to this for the console of the A-Wing, the MPC A-Wing, and I kind of messed it up a little bit. But this time though, I made sure that it was nice and tight so there was no bleeding. And this looks really great. This looks really fantastic. Alright, I'll wash the brush out later. Alright, so I want to be careful though when attaching this. Let me see here. Alright, this is the Cementine modeling glue. Does not attack plastic, does not attack paint, but it takes a very long time to dry. I will need to be careful. But at least this way I can move this around as necessary, so as not to disturb. Paint job underneath it. And I think I got this situated No, I want this to be nice and even. Okay. Now I got these arms here. There. Okay, so the nature of this glue is I can wipe it away with water. So it's going to be nice and easy to clean up. Alright. Put the arms, these are the shoulders, into position. There we go. There. Come on, jerkass. Pop back into place, please. Okay. Oh, there. Now I get the legs. Let's see how well my handmade engineering works. That popped into its socket. This one as well. I'm gonna have to redo the pilot. I want to touch up her eyes. But here we go. Nice. Of course, I'll have to attach the guns as well. But let me reposition here. There. This looks pretty awesome. So again, the way that the kit comes is just going to be just really stiff, but here I can at least move the legs out a little bit, not too much, but it's a little bit more of a natural pose. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone. I was thinking about doing that panel line, but I don't think it's gonna look right. Alright. Now, the problem is lift her arms up here, get them out of the way. There we go. How does this go again? I do forget. Does it go like that? Or does it go like this? I think it goes like that. Okay. Ah, that's right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clear off some of the paint. So, it was off camera, but what I did was I did a clear coat, gloss coat on the decals, finished up a little bit of panel lining, and then I did a flat coat. So I have a bit of a semi-gloss finish to it right now, and I guess I'm pretty much satisfied. There. Should I perhaps just grab it with this? I wonder if that might be best. Nice. This might be the way to go. No. No, I don't think so. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, these parts, there's no locator pin. They don't really fit all that well. And with the way that I have chosen to build this, I mean, it's not... Yeah, okay, here we go. It's kind of difficult because, you know, there's no puttying going on here. Let me just get the regular cement here. Alright, Tamiya cement. Okay, Tamiya. Alright. I know you would like to make a big mess, wouldn't you? There we go. There. Oops. Set that antenna down. Do a handstand here. Alright, let's glue this guy here on this other side. There. Come on. Butt pipe. Come on. There we go. Okay, I'm pretty darn sure that's how this is supposed to fit. Alright. And let me get the thin cement here. Get the on the front there. There. Okay. Nice. Okay, again, I'm gonna have to work on the pilot figure, but this is looking pretty darn nice. Let's just put the arms back down. I just didn't see a point in, I mean, because it kind of moves in and out on a hinge. Right? I think the hinge itself is alright. Okay. This looks pretty cool. Okay. There. There we go. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Now. All right. This is the old Imai female Zentradi pilot for the Queadluun Rau. I had painted this a very long time ago. This was something I did, like, I don't know, like, I think my daughter, when she was a baby, all I did was just paint these like little anime type figures and such. I just didn't have time to get out the airbrush and really do models for like really seriously. So anyhow, this is an old paint job, and I didn't like the way I did her eyes, So I just right now, this is Delta Ceram coat. This is white. It's just an acrylic white. I just painted her eyes white. And now it's gonna have to dry before I go any further. But that's it right there. Alright, the Haiku parts magnets. I have, like, these are those really, really strong magnets. I did not show it, but I put a magnet up in there. And it was just kind of like really awkward. I couldn't really capture that on camera. What I did was I just kind of stuck magnet with the white tack, and then added a bunch of this glue here, and that put it into place. So what I'm doing actually is I'm holding it in place right now with this magnet here. And this magnet, what I'm going to do is stick it up here, okay? So my plan is for, yeah, okay. I'm going to remove the magnet. If I can. Gosh, and I don't want to use my metal tweezers because, obviously, because it's metal. Let me just kind of chopstick this a little bit here. See if I can take this off. Oh, hell, I'll just use my frickin' fingers. I don't care anymore. No, because I don't want to... I want that magnet to stay in place, right? Alright, hold on. Maybe I will use this after all. Okay, come on. Come on. There. Okay. So. Don't get this twisted around. All right. Now, I'm going to apply plenty of glue right here. Oh, jeez. Squirted on my finger here. Oh, I guess that should be good. Just put the cap back on. Alright, so what I want to do is apply this. Oh, damn it. Do not. Yes, this is kind of a little bit difficult. Oh, crap. Just get on there. Alright. I guess now I have to reapply the glue here. There. Okay. Alright, that's in place. The white tack, I can just remove that later. Come on. Okay. That is in place. And then it frickin' fell off. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Get off, dude. Dude, just get off. I do believe maybe I just need more white tack. I don't know. Alright, stop sticking to my frickin' fingers here, okay? Please. Alright. Let's make sure to wipe off the glue here. Fortunately, it comes right off with water. And this is wet right here. Okay, because I don't want to glue this together. Okay. There. I did it. Okay. In the process of screwing around with this crap, this hatch door kind of came off, but I'll reattach that later. But for now, this is going to provide a little bit more keeping this in place, because this is like really floppy. It's rather kind of disappointingly floppy, actually. I am going to, this doesn't even stay open anymore. This kind of sucks. I'm going to just insert the pilot figure. I'm going to use this acrylic glue here because it's nice and clean. Will not damage. Ah, shoot, you see that? It's just insplorchinated, but that's okay, because it's water soluble and all that, so don't have to worry about that. In fact, I shall demonstrate. Alright, I got this swab here. Get some water. Alright, wet. Wet, here we go. Okay. I'm gonna use a better swab than that. Okay. It does not attack paint, which is really nice. Although I think I need more glue. Okay. Just kind of just barely sits on top of that little raised platform. It's kind of annoying, actually. It'd be nicer if there was like more of a way for that to sit down on there. But that's the best you can get, I guess. Alright, I'm going to have to move this out of the way where it doesn't get disturbed, because this glue takes a very long time to set. Alright, I want to keep this mostly clean, but I'm just using this Gundam MS Phantom Gray a little bit more again. Actually, tell you what, I think I'm going to use one of these guys here. These are disposable. I don't feel like using one of my nicer fine tipped brushes. Alright. Come on. There we go. Okay. Let me get this in frame a bit better, I guess. Just want to kind of do a little bit of weathering. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's kind of filthy right there. I haven't really touched this in a while. Yeah, look at that. I kind of failed to color that you know what though? I can kind of hide it with some weathering, right? There, now that way I could say I meant to do it. I don't really have a strategy for doing this, really. I'm just kind of just dabbing the paint on here. Okay, so I'll just go around. Ah, shoot. Kind of did a little bit too much there. Yeah. Alright, I'll just continue to go along here. And show you the finished result, I guess. I'm gonna call this one done. Don't really see a point in continuing to weather this further. Don't want to go overboard, right? And just a little bit of you know, dirtiness is good enough for me, I suppose. I think what happened here with this line was that it came undone, and that's what this glue is here for. Just a bit ago, I re-glued this because it was it kind of popped open a little bit, because I noticed that when I squeezed it, it was like the little line was moving. So unfortunately, you know, maybe I did do a good job with that, but it just got popped open somehow, and now I have this terrible line there. I mean, I could try to, you know, mask this off and repaint this or something, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to do that, but maybe not. Maybe not. So anyhow, let me take this. This is just one of those Gundam, Bandai Gundam stands here. So, yeah, I would hope I didn't overdo this with the weathering. I just wanted to get some scuffs and such on the back, a little bit on the front here. The Zentradi are not known for maintenance and repair and such, although who knows, maybe the female Zentradi are better at cleaning because they are women, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe they're not slobs like the males are. So gosh, yeah, so this is a very old kit back from the 80s, and you know, it's cool that it has pilot figure in there. It's best if you don't open these up because it just looks stupid and empty inside, right? It's just, there's zero detail, and I suppose you can get a bunch of wires and stuff in there, but still doesn't explain that there's no, you know, control surfaces or anything like that. It's just, she's just glued in. That's it. So I guess this little magnet thing kind of helps a little bit to keep it in place. Not as well as I was hoping it would, but you know, whatever. Again, let me show what I had done. Is that normally this is just straightforward, but I did add some articulation and put it on a pivot like that. So that's why I got this this brass rod going through there, and I put some hinges, some ball joints on there, so that at least it's not just like totally straight, but you can add a more natural stance to it. So I do like how the feet move like this. That is pretty nice. I do like that. And the arms, I didn't really see a point in trying to redo this at all, but you know, I think they're pretty well articulated enough as it is, I suppose. That's okay. Really do like the shape of the backpack and everything. So yeah, since I bought this, like I've had this for many years, within the past half year or so, I did buy the Hasegawa Queadluun Rau, and the arm fell off. So anyhow, I guess I'm just going to start with the slideshow and call this one finished. So yeah, I'll just chalk it up to battle damage, I guess. I don't know. Don't really feel like trying to, you know, sand this down and repaint it and everything. So anyhow, until the next video, live long and prosper. May the force be with you. So long, and thanks for all the fish. Here comes the slideshow. Bye.